Hello, welcome to Well, you gotta confuse the muscles, right, babe?
大王，50公斤哔哩吧挑战来喽！喵喵喵。
That was bodybuilder and dancing comedian. Let's just call her Fluffles. Showing why most people prefer dogs. In this week's As If the Smith Machine Needs Any More Humiliation, here we have a solid 3 reps of the Wes Watson. Let's just call it functional training. By the way, Wes Watson is now releasing his ramblings from jail.
Okay, another great f***ing day. What's today? Wednesday. Wednesday what? The 15th tax day, motherfucker. April 15th. Guess what, you guys? I wake right up and I go into abs.
You got 5 more minutes on the phone before bed, hurry up.
Okay, they give us a f***ing piece of biscuit and they claim it's a pancake bake. Okay, this is nothing like a pancake.
Watson has been documenting his daily jail routine. He also recounted a breakfast confrontation where he shook his tray to get a second scoop of eggs from a staff member, framing it as an act of dominance.
The best thing about today on an egg day is I shook the tray twice.
POV, people have all the room in the world and still have to push you out your own video. Influencer makes a good point. It's just rude that a festival getting in the way of her
content.
Was it fancy dress at Coachella this year? Another week, another clavicular masterclass in life. Flav was taken to hospital for taking too many jelly babies. No one likes the yellow ones. He is fine now. Here's what he had to say. Just got home. That was brutal. All of the substances are just a cope trying to feel neurotypical while being in public, but obviously that isn't a real solution. The worst part of tonight was my face descending from the life support mask. Priorities and all that. Clav was live streaming when he had to be rushed to hospital, and his main concern was the contours of his face after the life mask was used.
The reason I do my kick stream every single day, and I go to clubs, and I myself to the point where I'm able to actually interact in public, that's for money.
Looking forward to next week's episode.
Clav.
How does a 16-year-old look like this? A lot of steroids and a lot of working out, honestly.
Meet Zayed. Who has as many brain cells as his age, 16 to be clear, who has just made national headlines for juicing, and I'm not talking about that guy with the unhealthy obsession with a NutriBullet.
We all know that guy.
POV, you got put on the news for being the first 16-year-old to blast roids. Put that on the resume. And make sure you wear your Togi t-shirt to your college interview. Trust me.
So how long have you been on? I'd say about the last 10 months.
Here is some of his profound content. 7-month body recomposition. And here he is with the mandatory flexing in the bathroom, hoping for a Gymshark sponsorship video. And in case you were skeptical of his life decisions, here are some profound quotes that will put your mind at ease. Why wait 10 years when I could do it in less than a year? So your heart doesn't shut down? If I have a heart attack at 30, I have a heart attack. Always one step ahead. Mum, why are you suddenly leaner, taller, always bruised around your belly button, and so easily susceptible to anger? Is the answer too many games of Jenga? This isn't the first case we've seen like this, even though this has made the news. Zayed, stop doing this. It is dumb.
Do you think you would have gotten on steroids without social media? No.
In this week's Tren Hard Bro, meet David, who trends hard and is showing his glow up and health change. That dude's phone facial unlock is very confused right about now. Tren is aging these guys like crazy. Here is his 2-year change where he went from Justin Timberlake to Justin is shouting at old woman because he dropped his beer in the lake.
Hat sich ganz schön gezogen. So, wir haben es jetzt geschafft.
Was ist der Unterschied zwischen Testo und Testo-E? Pass auf, das ist wie bei Autos. Testo?
Bro is aging in dog years. David, 22 years old, natty, wait for it. It's a pretty subtle change, but you may have noticed a difference. In your 20s, there will be some people who tell you to stay natural. Me, stay natural. It's very important you tell them to F off and blast gear. Well, now you put it like that. How bad you want it? Not that badly. They said vegans can't grow muscles. What sort of broccoli did they give you? That is Pete, and he's obviously joking there, but his aorta isn't. It's at this point we must be reminded that Tren was developed to build muscle in cattle to improve the profitability of livestock. Bros are speed-running life, taking 2 to 3 times what those jacked cows are. Come on, you got to at least do a few side missions first. Here is Pete's 1-year change. Bro genuinely aged 50 years. I mean, if ever there was an advert not to take Tren, maybe that's why it was intended for animals? Growing them day by day, I won't stop. PEDs have significant unwanted effects, but apparently not if you're a 19-year-old woman who takes gear.
So apparently my face has changed. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's look at the side-by-side of my face before and after gear use. Now let's look at it flipping back and forth. So apparently my face has changed.
Then delusion seems to counteract the effects.
A bicep curl with a limp wrist trains your bicep peak. A bicep curl with a neutral grip trains your bicep length. A bicep curl twisted out trains your bicep thickness. Do this with a 3-second negative for 3 sets of 12 to 15.
I will avoid wrist pain for the next 5 years, thanks. Bicep curls are not that complicated. Yes, we have different variations such as hammer curls, which can incorporate muscle groups such as the brachioradialis, but when we think about muscular development of the bicep, it's the same simple muscle building protocols of progressive overload, dynamic contractions, and consistency, growing the overall muscle, and then you'll have the aesthetic result. Rather than this sort of nonsense people spout on social media to stand out and reinvent the wheel for attention for their page. That is Coach Alan Dick.
125 pounds, and knowing what I know now, I would never train on an empty stomach. When you wake up in the morning, you've got 60 minutes max before your body starts burning muscle as an energy source. So just because you can push doesn't mean you should be pushing. Your body doesn't have any carbs and have any fat left as energy sources. Guess what you're burning, which we're trying to put on? Muscle.
I can't believe I have to say this, but no. When you wake up, you do not have 60 minutes to eat, otherwise you start burning muscle. I've just got over the post-workout anabolic window. Now you're telling me there's a morning your muscle's going to evaporate window too. And to end.
I want you to tell him, how old are you?
I'm 99.
99 years old.
This year I was 99.
This year, right?
And I come here 5 days a week.
Oh, wow. Tell him no excuses.
There should be no excuses. You do what you can, you know.
I see you here every day. You motivate me
I know.
to go harder.
Thank you.
God bless.
And I enjoy coming because I like talking.
Yeah.
You motivate me.
Well, that is truly amazing. This has been Shredded Sports Science. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.
The best thing about today on that day is I shook the tray twice when the mother gave me my scoop, so that he needed to give me a double scoop.